Ladies and gentlemen, this is one of the most powerful gatherings of people in the hospitality industry.
So I'd just like to say that these are difficult times, but then we have to move on with our positivity, with our goal of build back better. We have to build our industry so that you can be back again and in a better format, possibly more robust process, more robust systems, and possibly a lot of innovation, a lot of what we call nowadays new normal. And I'm sure that like everything in the world, things have to change, but then one thing that will remain constant is hospitality.
I think in hospitality, one thing over the years that I have learned is, and which I'm seeing the hospitality industry today, is at the forefront of compassion. People in turn to you and they let you survive. They help you. I was talking to a friend in Washington, D.C. last night, and he said that we have not seen this kind of support ever in our lives because of, I think, what we have done over the years. It is payback time for us. People are paying back to us. I think if we continue with the belief that the only way we know is to give, and that giving is not only to the guests that we have, to our vendors, to our suppliers, to our employees, to everyone. If we keep on giving, if we keep on giving unconditionally, if we keep on being more compassionate, I think in this circle of life, what will come back to us, what we will be able to build as an industry, which is rock solid. These are turbulent times, but turbulence sets in. And once that turbulence sets in, the sailing would be something which would be smoother than ever, is my wish, hope, and prayer.
But what we have not seen is like, hotels completely shut down. And not everywhere there is a subsidy to pay for the wages or for the cost, the fixed cost that you have on a daily basis. So I think resilience will help us to survive, and perseverance will help us to revive the industry. I think this never ever give up attitude that our industry has will help us to revive the industry in the long term. And definitely the positivity that we all exude will help us to make it an industry that thrives. So for me, it's about survival, revival, and thrival in the long run.
I think a lot has been said about hospitality, a way we're going to come out of this, and we're going to come out of this differently, there's no doubt about it, but positively. We've come through many difficult times before, and I'm sure in the years and years to come, there will be difficult times again. But the word was resilient. We will come through this, and we know it's going to be different. We know we have to plan our businesses differently. We have to be strategic in the way we plan. Normality will be slightly different, but society needs hospitality. To be human is to be hospitable, and governments need us. They need us more than ever because we generate the tax. We generate the tax that's going to pay for all this lockdown in the future. And we've been paying this for a long time. So we've got to bounce back. Economically, we've got to bounce back, and we will bounce back. But we have to say to young people, the future's bright. The future is hospitality. It's their future. And we have to build on that.
I've been doing a lot of online teaching to my students, and more ideas keep coming to my mind that, that another boon is that technology, a digital disruptor which has come in amongst us, where I think, world has really shrunk. And I would just like to invite most of you chefs to, come on screen for 30 minutes and just give a talk to my students. And reciprocally, I can do the same thing if you want, me to talk to any of your students or staff. I think it's a mutual thing. We all can participate. We all can learn from each other. We can help each other.
Right now in England, we're thinking there's going to be 40% of businesses are going to come to an end. So we need this high degree of positivity in sometimes not such a bad thing. Sometimes we need to start again. Is it time to change concepts? You know, there's so many things we've wanted to do in the past, so many things we've aspired to. So we need to challenge ourselves, and maybe we do need to change the concept. And it's a good time to do that. We need to create new budgets to fit this new world that we're going to go into. And we make sure that all our key staff know what these budgets mean. You know, they're pretty radical, what we're looking at the moment. New opening hours, new staff working hours. You know, I'm really happy with that because I've always felt that chefs work too damn long and too hard. And this is our chance to change hours. You know, we didn't think it was going to come along, but it needed something like this to do it. Smaller offer, smaller wine lists, smaller menus, but they change more often. And already we're running this and we're working with farmers much more closely. So this heralds back to the theme of sustainability and ethical working. It's interesting, when we're young, we forever take risks. And for some reason, as we get older, we become risk averse. So I'd urge everyone to become more entrepreneurial. This one's not about winning a battle, it's about winning the war.
The dining scene that we see today has evolved over so many years. How we can quickly plan our ways of getting over this as soon as the crisis gets over, so that the customers can come back in, because it's not going to be very easy for us to bring them back in. But technology will play a very important role.
The last, I say, 3 weeks, I spoke with 50 plus hospitality restaurateurs, pub operators, caterers, just getting their feedback and listening to what people are doing. And generally the consensus is, you know, now is an opportunity to get smarter, slicker, quicker, more efficient. And where you didn't have those sort of times before in your operations to do that, now is the opportunity when you have this time is to be better and be stronger. And, you know, as Chris mentioned as well, maybe even reinvent yourself into something else that, you know, is going to be beneficial in the future. And it's about considering other options and revenue opportunities, and whether that be takeaway or deliveries, or, you know, creating a shop within your business or whatever it was. And I was speaking to Cyrus Todiwala the other day, with a famous Indian chef, and he's looking at expanding his range of spices and sauces and growing his online presence as well. So it's about not just grabbing the duvet and watching Netflix. It's about being, you know, getting on, pushing and driving and looking at different ways that you can be creative in your business, and you come back better.
IIHM. For a great hospitality career, call 98310 50,000.